Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another sneak peek review, this time from Nitecore. Now this here is their all new, soon to be released by the time the video goes out. I've had my sample for quite a while. This is the TUP2. Now this here was sent to me directly by Nitecore. They wanted me to test it out, work with them on some other things regarding the performance and reporting back to them. Now this is all I got. Now when the release candidate comes out, it'll come out with some more stuff, I'm sure. Box, manual. I don't even have a manual. I have some early white papers, but that's it. So I've got the clasp here. I'll be working on this light for the next couple weeks. I think that's they're going to a holiday soon, so you'll get this quick release clasp on there. It's nice. USB Type-C charging cable, of course. My understanding is they will have other colors. So this here is the orange. Probably will come in black. Some other colors as well. So now let's go ahead and take a look here at the light. There it is. Now one thing right offhand, you'll notice there's more LEDs versus the original TUP. Now my understanding, these are the UHE LEDs, 4 of them in there. It's got special optics there, as you can see. It does have a protection piece. I'm going to leave it on there because I'm going to be handling the light. It's got a nice clip on here. These things are really built solid. Style and design on this is very nice. I've always liked these. Some people say they're a little bit too big for a keychain, but not really. It's a little bit thicker than a key fob, actually. Always nice to be able to get these way ahead of time. Now also, Nitecore is going with their MCT technology, where you can change the Kelvin from warm, neutral, or cool white. It does have that famous OLED. A lot of information you get off there. Now I did unlock it previously to make sure that it did work, but you can go through the light levels without even turning it on. Now my understanding, I believe this is 1200 lumens, and the original one was 1000. So you get a little bit more power, which is nice. Really like that instant access to the highest level. I mean, it's definitely a nice size for everyday carry, in my opinion. Now there is a protection piece on the display, which might affect the clarity of it because it has Nitecore branding all over it here. So let me try to get it off here. So hopefully now I can show you the display up close. I'm not going to turn on the light, just going to turn on the display. Now you can see it a lot clearer. And then when you press down and hold to get that 1200 lumens, tells you how long it'll run at that light output. Now this will generate some heat, but because these LEDs are proprietary to Nitecore, they run a lot cooler than your standard ones. They really concentrated on that. The display is on the small side, but it is a 2-switch design. Here's the charging port here, Type C. Now I'm not sure what the battery milliamp is just yet. Hopefully it's a little bit more than the previous one, which I think was 1100 milliamp, if I remember correctly. And of course the machining and finish on this is nice. Alright, well normally I would open it up, show you the insides, but can't do so with this. This is a sealed unit. So now let's go ahead and go through the UI. I'm going to show you here, have a little bit of allergies today. I'm going to turn it on using that bottom switch, and with the next switch there, you now can go through those light outputs. I get it to about right here. Let's take a look here at the beam. So it does have a centralized area. It's kind of a hot spot there. Spill area just tapers off, which is normal. Now I believe, if I remember correctly, press down and hold both buttons to change the... Now it does tell you cool white, neutral white, warm white. Press both buttons. And that's what's nice about this light, is that you can appeal to more people, because if someone doesn't like this cool white like this here, they can easily make it a neutral white. This is my favorite color temp, probably 5 to 6K. And if you want it to real warm, you could do so. Press and hold the top button anytime to get that 1200 lumens. Momentary. And of course you got the... I'm going to show you here how the color temp changes. Let my camera focus. If I can get my... See how the LEDs, different area of the LED turns on. It's pretty interesting how the platform is on that chip. Really amazing technology. I've got to take my hats off to Nitecore on this. Again, lowest light output, 1 lumen, 15, 80, and then 300, and then 1200. Now this is on the cool white. And I'll show the highest output on each color temp. I think that's going to be a... Cool white doesn't look too bad here on this as well. With that neutral white steals the show in my opinion. And then warm white's a little too warm for my opinion. All you guys that like the warm Kelvin. That's going to be a lot of fun with this outdoors. Especially for this size of light, being 1200 lumens, you'd have, back in the day, it'd be a bigger light. Easy to operate this. If you do want to lock it out, I believe, if I remember correctly, press down and hold. And then you keep holding it. You have a 2-stage lockout. And now it'll be locked out. It's not going to turn on. It's going to tell you need to hit both buttons to unlock it, and unlocks just like that. And we're back in business, so you don't accidentally turn it on in your pocket with your keys. And that is all there is to this light. Pretty straightforward, easy to operate this. No issues I can see with this. Now, some things they may change, but I highly doubt it. I've been working with this for about a week and a half. As far as the UI is concerned, I think they've got it pretty much on par. Super excited to get this outside, so let's wait no further. Let's take this TUP2 out, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness with the Nitecore TUP2. I'll go ahead and turn it on here and go ahead and get it started here. It is on, believe it or not. I believe it's on the neutral white. Let me make sure here. Warm white. That's warm white. Cool white, so we had it on neutral. Just want to make sure before I continue on. We're going to go ahead and go to the next level. There we go. Full battery power. Remember, this is just a little keychain light. Water spout, 38 feet from where I'm standing. There's the beam on the fence. "65 feet to this tree now, 38 feet. Now I have a link to my testing area here, how far everything is, should you have any questions or doubts. Now you will have to have the display on in order to change the light level. So turn it on. Now it will activate, otherwise it doesn't do it on the first response. Look at that beam. And all coming from this little thing. Wow. So let's go ahead and do the highest output here. Wow, look at that. Okay, so now I'm going to change the color temp. That way we can see warm on its turbo. Which one do you like? Wow. That's impressive. Then of course we got cool white. Turn it on its turbo. Yeah, that one does outperform the other ones a little bit. And then we'll do the neutral white. I think the cool white does outperform. I'll change the color temp here in this area so you can get an idea on how it works out. If you want that warm, cool white, neutral white. I think this is 300 lumens. Yep. do one more turbo round here. Press and hold. Warm. 138 feet, by the way, if I didn't tell you already. Yeah. Cool white definitely does it. Impressive little keychain light. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Very nice. Definitely leans more towards the flood, so I'm going to call it a flood beam. But 1200 lumens is a lot of light to get out of here. The 300 lumens is quite a bit as well. You're going to get better runtime on the lower light outputs. And for a little everyday carry light, this is going to do just about anybody well, because it has the best of three worlds of your normal, cool white, neutral, and warm white color temps, and that is a huge plus in my opinion, and definitely setting a stage for other companies to follow. I'm pretty sure they're going to start doing so as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and put on the clip here. I was going to do that before I went out, but I said I'll just clip it on me. Sometimes these things can be a little bit of a bugger. Not always, but sometimes. Because these are so small. Hopefully this will be a one-time thing. Come on, baby, get in there. This has been a bugger. It's my third time trying here. And there we go, we got it. So that's what it looks like with the keychain ring and clasp on there. Quick release it, you can carry it on your side. Hands free it if you need to. Might have to, well, you might be able to put it on your baseball cap. Shoot it forward. So you can hands free this as well. Been really enjoying this so far. Simple UI. You have all the information you need to know how much battery level you have on each light level, which is nice. And also the 4 LEDs definitely does seem to be a better beam, but less range. So if you do like the original TUP, it's got a little bit more beam range on it, but this here definitely has a nice wider beam, more of a flood beam. USB Type-C, charge it on the go. Also, these things are very rugged, top-notch build quality on them as well. No issues. Well, I want to thank Nitecore for sending me this sneak peek sample of the TUP2 review. Now, if this is something you're interested in getting, I will leave a link down below to the NitecoreStore.com. You'll be able to pre-order it. Hopefully it'll be a new release by the time this video goes out, which will be great. But in any case, if this is something you're interested in getting, I will leave that link there below to that store. And also my special discount code will help you save some money on this, just in case you're interested. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this sneak peek. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these all new, brand new, soon to be released Nitecore lights to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care. Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness.